In this video, you will learn how to create a constraint rule to ensure specific conditions are met on a feature. In the Contents pane, right-click the feature class or table you'd like to place the attribute rule on. In this example, I'll right-click the Streetlights feature class, hover over Data Design, and click Attribute Rules. Go to the Constraint tab and click Add Rule to deploy the rule template. Add a name for your rule and a description of what it does. Add an arcade expression that defines the rule behavior. For example, you want to ensure editors fill in 4 fields with the appropriate test results. Click the green check to validate the expression and click OK. Next, you'll add an error number and a descriptive error message that will be returned when the rule is violated. For triggers, you'll check Insert and Update so the rule will execute when a new feature is created and when an existing feature is updated. When done populating the constraint rule, click Save.
Constraint rules target data integrity, ensuring editors fill in the fields of interest during data entry and editing. Let's take a look at the editing experience when you have a constraint rule set up. In the Edit tab, select the Create option to create a new feature. After you attempt to place a new point on the map, an error message prompts in the Create Features pane, which informs you to fill in the necessary fields before you can save your edits. To clear the error, fill in the appropriate fields on the Active Features pane. Then, place the point on the map. A message pops up letting you know the feature has successfully been created, and now you can save your edits.
In this video, you will learn how to create a validation rule to check the quality of your existing data. In the Contents pane, right-click the feature class or table you'd like to place the attribute rule on. In this example, I'll right-click the Streetlights feature class, hover over Data Design, and click Attribute Rules. Select the Validation tab. Click Add Rule to deploy the rule template. Add a name for your rule and a description of what the rule does. In this case, the rule returns features that have a failed inspection test. Add an arcade expression that defines the rule behavior. Click the green check to validate the expression and click OK. Now you'll add an error number and a descriptive error message that will be returned when the rule is violated. When you are done populating the validation rule, click Save. In this video, you will learn how to create an immediate calculation rule to help auto-populate fields during data entry and the editing process. In the Contents pane, right-click the feature class or table you'd like to place the attribute rule on. In this example, I'll right-click the Streetlights feature class, hover over Data Design, and click Attribute Rules. Select the Calculation tab. Click on the Add Rule drop-down arrow and click Add Immediate Calculation Rule to deploy the rule template. Add a name for your rule and a description of what the rule does. In this case, our rule calculates the mean for 4 fields to determine the overall inspection test results. Choose a field to place this rule on. In this example, I'll choose Inspection Results. Add an arcade expression that defines the rule's behavior. Click the green check to validate the expression and click OK. For triggers, you'll check Insert and Update so the rule will execute when a new feature is created and when an existing feature is updated. When done populating the rule, click Save.
If you're looking to reduce manual editing and cut down on user error, you might set up an immediate calculation rule. Let's take a look at the editing experience in ArcGIS Pro when an immediate calculation rule is active. In the Edit tab, select the Create option to create a new feature. After you place a new point on the map, open the Attributes pane. In the Attributes pane, fill the necessary fields. Now, assess the output field of your immediate calculation rule is auto-populating based on the values entered in the other fields. And that's how to edit with an immediate calculation rule in ArcGIS Pro. Validation rules are on-demand rules that support data quality on existing features in your geodatabase and allow you to quickly identify data errors and resolve them. To evaluate a validation rule, you first need to add the error layer to the map. In the Contents pane, right-click on your layer and click Add Error Layers. On the Edit tab, in the Manage Edits group, click on the Error Inspector option. In the Error Inspector view, click on the Evaluate Rules tab. This command will execute the validation rule, check for the condition placed in the rule expression, and return features that violate the condition as feature errors. The feature errors are displayed on the map with a red square symbol. In the Error Inspector table, 2 errors are returned. Select one of the errors, then the corresponding feature, and open the Attributes pane to get more information about it. To clear the error, fill in the necessary fields with an appropriate value, then evaluate again.